Hello everyone, welcome back to SFDC Panther. My name is Amit Singh, and in this video we are going to talk about create record element. So as we have discussed get record element in the previous video, and we also talked about that next topic is going to create record. So we will do the same here. Before we go ahead, please do like, share, subscribe the channel, and also press the bell icon so that you don't miss any update from our channel. So what scenario here we are going to take is, this is very important to create a record in any business or in any scenarios, or most of the scenarios. As a developer, you are going to create a record, and you are either using some sort of process builders or flow builders, or you are using Apex triggers or Apex classes. So here we will see how we can create a record without writing a single line of code. Now, whenever you are creating a record, either you wanted to take the input from the user, like we take the input from standard elements. So for example, if we go here under the opportunity and then click on new, so this is our standard UI which is popping up and asking some information, and if we click on save, basically it will say okay, there are few fields which are not completed, right? Similarly, in the screen flow, if we wanted to use create record in the screen flow, we will ask the information from the user, or if we are using the create record in the auto launch flow or create record triggered flows, we will be using some information either from the some other elements, or we will be getting that information from some platform events or some other sources. So first thing that we will do is we will go ahead and create a screen element where we will be asking an information about a contact. Okay, and that contact can be created, and the values that we will be asking from the user is the first name and last name, then email, phone, and their address. Okay, so we will just go ahead and click on add, then click on screen, and here you can say that the name of your screen, which is contact information. For this, here under the flow, as we have seen, right, how we can have those information. So we will use text, and before we go ahead and drag and drop over here, suppose that you wanted to have the two different columns like this. Here we have two different columns where we are asking the inputs. So what we will have is, to have the columns, we have one element which called section. You can just drag and drop, and then you can add. So you see here there are two sections now. Under these sections you can have your text element, you can have your say that phone or email, right? So these are the two things, first name, last name. And then even if you don't want it to use these, there is a name input itself that you can use over here. So suppose that you don't want to use this. Okay, you can directly go ahead and use name. So it is going to give you the first name and last name. Okay, then you wanted to use email, so you can just drag and drop and use email over here. And then again, if you wanted to use phone, so you can use phone here as well. The reason we are using two inputs, because this particular left hand side column or left hand side section has two input for the name, first name and last name. And then here we have got two input. And then what we can have is, we can just quickly have an address, or what we can have is, we can have some sort of lookup for the account. So before we go ahead, again we have to add the section here, so that we can have two different sections, two empty columns over here. And then we can have, say that we wanted to have a lookup, and then on the left hand side, whatever we wanted to have, say that if you have we already have the email and phone, so we'll just leave this empty, leave this column as it is. Okay, and then we will add one more section here which is going to be full with for our address. Okay, so let's quickly say that okay, we have got address. Now we have to prepare all these inputs. We have to give the information like whatever the API name is. So we will say okay, it is going to be name, or instead of name, let's say that it is full name. Fields to display it, say that first name and last name. There could be title as well, that is salutation. Then this is the value. If you wanted to give the first name and informal, whatever the label is there here, you can say okay, it is going to be your full name. You can see it has been changed. And then here it is saying that read only is false. You've got salutation options. If you have that, it is going to display. And then you have some visibility or advanced section. Okay, if you have manually assigned the variables or whatever you want. And then email, similarly we have to use the label as email, and for phone as well we will use label as phone. For the lookup, again we have already talked about, it is going to be account ID, because this is the field which is there. The field in the API name is going to be account ID. Label will be account. Object API name is contact. So we have got this lookup as well here. For the address, you can say that okay, it is going to be mailing address. And the label here, instead of address, just make sure that it is mailing address. There could be shipping address as well, so you can use that as well. So this is the input that we have prepared for creating a contact record. We will click on done. The screen element, the input element here, this part is done. Now we have to implement the save information. So for saving that, we have to use this, we have to click on this plus icon and then create a records, create records. It can create a single record or multiple records. Just click here that, and what you will need to do is create contact record. So the API name that, the label that I have is create contact record. API name is CR, which is stand for create record, and then this is the actual information what we are going to do. We are going to create one record, okay, at a time. How we are going to do that? We don't have any record currently, right? So we will use we will use separate resources and literal values. So we'll say that okay, use separate resources. Select the object you wanted to store, you wanted to create. So we will say that it is going to be contact object. And then here for the fields, first thing that you have is first name, then you have last name. Similarly, map all the fields like email, phone, and the mailing address. So for address, right, how you will map is search for, let's say that you've got mailing city. So how you will search, how you will map. So you have to find out what is your component which is mailing address. Click here. Now what you need here is for city, you have to select city. So that is how you need to map for the address values. For the first name, you already have a column called full name, and under full name you will find a value called first name. And similarly, you will find a column for full name, not column, the input, and then you will select last name. For email, you have the email field, so you will select email dot value, whatever you have got. Similarly, do for the phone dot value. So for address, I'm just mapping this mailing city. You can map the rest of the cities if you want, and click on done. So you have got this create record as well. If there is any error, what you can do is you can just say that okay, add fault path, and here you can add your screen which is going to display the error message as we did in the previous video. So we will just add a screen, and we will say that whatever the screen we can say it is an error screen. And under the display text, you can just use a resource called flow, we've already talked about, and then under that flow there is a variable called fault message which displays every single thing, and then change the coloring so that it says that okay, this is an error message. And the API name, you can say here whatever API name you wanted to put, like error message, and click on done. So this is a very simple record flow, like create a record. So go ahead and click on save. So the flow name is create contact record, and go ahead and click on save. This is your contact record that you have got, and go ahead and debug it. So there are no input variables for now. We will go ahead and click on run. So you can see here we have got first name, last name, then we have got email, phone, account, and address. So let's say that for the first name we will say that flow record, and last name we will say demo. Email, you can say that some email @ email.com, whatever you want to have. So I have given some dummy phone number here. Select any account that you want to create, and whatever if you wanted to create, let's say that for the street, because this is what we have mapped, city, okay. So we will say this is what we have mapped, and then click on next. So as soon as you click on next, it is going to create a record. If there are any error, it will show the error as well. So go ahead and click on next. On the right hand side, okay, keep an eye on the right hand side under debug details, okay. So let's quickly see here what happens. First, it is coming to contact information screen, where you are putting the information, and it is showing whatever value you have given. For the first name it is flow record, and for the last name it is demo, okay. Then it is asking lightning component, which is an email. Whatever the email you have given, this is basically your email. Similarly for phone and account ID, then you have got mailing address as well. When you click on next, it is basically executing an element called create a record, where you are saying okay, this is all the information and this is the contact. Or ScreenFlow always runs in the committed mode. So whatever the information you do, it is going to run until unless you haven't selected to run in the rollback mode. So that is the contact ID. We will just open any record. replace the record ID in the URL, no matter which object you are in, it is going to take you to the contact record. So you see here the URL has been automatically changed, and you can see here this is the record, the contact record, and this is basically account is not here. Yeah, we haven't mapped the account, that is why we are not able to see the account mapped here. Okay, so you can see here, right, this is the record is getting created. So there is one information that we missed while mapping, which was account ID, so we have to map that as well. So just double click on your element whatever you have, and then here you have to map the account ID as well. And account ID is there on the lookup components. You will select account ID dot record ID here. Okay, because the record ID is the actual thing that is working behind the scene. So this is basically a very simple, whenever you got the screen, we mapped every single value and then you created a record. Okay, now there is something that you have noticed in the create record. If I show you again create record, it says that okay, if you use values from a record, then you have to select a record. So how you can do this? Okay, to do that, what you have to do is you have to create a new resource, then select variable, and here say that variable is going to be your contact record. So what here we are doing is we are creating a variable of type record, and then in the input element we will map this variable to the input fields. How we will do that? Select data type as a record, and the object is going to be contact. Okay, so we have just created a variable of account, sorry, contact. There is nothing in that variable, there is nothing. Then in the screen, in the contact information, this is the first name, right? So how you will map your record? So this is your first name. So for that, what you can do is you have got this contact record, and then you will say okay, this has a first name. You have just mapped, so whatever the input will be here, that will be mapped to your record, that first name. And then similarly you have got last name. Where is that? Here. Then you will find that contact record dot last name, and do the same for your email. So where you will find, this is your value, so you will find contact dot email. Similarly for phone, you need to find out the value element and then find the contact record, the variable that you have created, and then select phone, which is business phone. Okay, for the account ID as well, this is your record ID, right? So how you will find it? You will say okay, this is our variable contact, and we will say that account ID, this is the value that we have got. And then for address, if you wanted to map city values there, you can map that. So you, to map that, you say that okay, you have got mailing city, then you have got country value, so you will say okay, again mailing country you need, then you have got a street value. So that is how you can map your values to a particular resource, a particular object that you already have created. And then click on done. Go ahead and click on save. Now let's keep this as it is, and we will say okay, create one more add record, sorry, add one more create record element, and we will say that create contact with record. So this is what we have got, and then say okay, we have got this time. So this time we are creating only one record, but this time we will select use all values from a record. And if you click here record, you can see there is one record which says that variable contact record. So just select that, click on done, and then add a fault path for it as well. And then to do that, what you will see is like previous video, just select on click on connect to element and connect to this particular screen, because both are same. Okay, and then after that what you will do is we will put a check over here. Okay, so we will say okay, put a conditional check. So what is going to be there, we will add a decision element, and we will say check if contact is created. So we will say that check if contact is created, and then here what we will say is we'll say that label is created. And how we will check if the contact is created? So we have got this, where is that the create record element, right? So we have got so we will say here if contact ID from cr contact record, okay, the first create record element, if that is not equal to null, that means the record has been created, and we'll say here not created. Okay, or we will say that error occurred. So what we have done here is if contact is created, we will add a screen element, we will say that contact has been created. If contact is not created, that means there was any error and it will already show the error. Okay, so we'll say okay, just go ahead and click on screen element, and we will see that success screen. and under that screen we will add a success information, and we will say that record created. That's it. So this is just a very simple text that we are putting over here. If you want to change some sort of colors or something that you wanted to have, you can just go ahead, uh, make the changes to the color and just click on done. So this is basically our complete flow that we have got. We have talked about the create record with the two different ways, because you can use any of these. You might be using this one in some of the use cases, you might be using this one in some of the use cases. Now we will go ahead and click on debug, then again click on run. Here whatever you say that, okay, I'll say that Amit Singh, and here we will say that flow demo. Email, you can say whatever you wanted to have the email. So basically this is the information which I have provided, like whatever the name is, email, phone, some account, what is the mailing address. Okay, and on the debug details, you see there is nothing. You just click on next. As soon as you click on next, you see here record is created. Now if the debug is you see the debug, there is a screen which says that contact information. This is where you take the input, then navigation selected is next. You create a record. Okay, the record is created, then you again create a record, and then again the record is, sorry, again here you say that the record is created here as well. Okay, all records are ready to be created. When the next screen or pause screen, this is going to be interview the finish. Okay, so basically we have got whatever we have. So we've got this contact ID, and there is one, there should be the total two contacts created, or we can just go ahead and click on finish. Okay, so this is our screen again once we click on finish. So to test it, we will get back to our contact records. Okay, and here on the drop down we will select if we have new this week. That is going to be our drop down. Okay, there is only one record which has been created, not the other one. So you see here the account is already selected here. Okay, we have got whatever the phone we have given. Then for the address, we have only mapped for the setting in the first component of our create record. That is why we are able to see the component over here. But when we talk about this second record, it is not creating a record. So the reason this particular record element is not creating a record, because the create record, this value, the variable create contact record, is blank. Okay, and that is blank. That is why we are also not getting the error. So to make sure that this particular record is getting the values, what we will do is we have to add an assignment over here, so that we can have here. So to assign those values, what we will do is where contact record dot first name. So like whatever we did in the record create record element, the same thing we have to do here. So we have to say, okay, we have got full name, first name, and here we will say that, okay, assign values to contact record. And then again, this is the first name, then you have to do the for the same, it is going to say that last name or email or phone or account. So here we have just, I have just mapped 4 fields. You can map more and more fields there if you want. Okay, so this is the assignment, and then after assignment we are calling that value. Okay, whatever we have got, like create a record and then save it. I have just removed this decision elements, and then we will see if this is working fine now and we are able to create a record. So just do the debug, click on run, and here whatever you can say here, or let's say that, okay, we are saying that Martha Gomes. So these are the few values that we are providing as an input. We will go ahead and click on next. So now we see here record created, and also I have basically added two more information for record ID and for name. So now you can see here we have got this is create contact with records, and we say here these are the variables. As a result, it says that, okay, we have created the contact record. Now if we get back to your new this week list view and refresh this page, this time we will be able to see that, okay, there are two records with the name Martha Gomes, and we are able to see whatever the information we have. So basically that is how your create record element works. Now if you wanted to use this record, like you wanted to use this flow inside your contact record or as a quick action, you can go ahead and use this flow. So this is it for this video. Thank you for your time, and if you have any scenarios, please feel free to email us on the given email which is there under the description. And in the next video we will talk about how we can update a record without writing a single line of code. Thank you.